I liked our balance, our consistency, as far as our starting group, and we need our bench to continue to grow and improve and make the most of their minutes. So, Tulane's a very good team and have had really good games, just as we have. And, has searched for consistent play all year, and it's going to come down to who can put 40 minutes of good ball together.
Who you look to step up on the team?
Oh, well, I think they all need to at this point. I look for our leadership to continue to grow. Our junior class has really got to work on that. Mo and Casey and China and Christine. We really have to improve our leadership.
This team you guys have played in the last 2 years, is there any information you can get from a game 2 years ago about a team?
No, they've got Conference USA Freshman of the Year, a young lady out of San Antonio that's very impressive and a great shooter. And then Olivia Grayson, and Brett Benzio are two that are returning from that same. But, they have a lot of young kids just as we do, and totally different team than they were 2 years ago. So a lot of film, though. It's a lot easier to get film on Tulane than is Eastern Illinois.
When you see Chantal play like she did yesterday, games like this must make you feel like next year when she is the one who needs to be doing that every game. I guess, what are your thoughts on her stepping up and kind of taking that role on?
Well, just how hard she plays and, how active she is. With great energy and great effort, great things can happen. And having that power post presence and getting 2 feet in the paint, and she's really improved her free throw. Been pleased with that, as I've mentioned throughout the year at times. Baker's got to do the same thing. Walker's got to continue to improve and minimize mistakes. I thought Haley came in, and so those four have really got to continue to grow and learn and be better and, not find excuses, but find consistency.
The free throws in general have been a lot better lately. What do you attribute that to?
Just continue to work on them, and try not to make too much out of them, but yet at the same time be repetitious and focus and realize, you don't become a good free throw shooter from practice time. It takes a little time beyond that, and just being consistent and repetitious every time you step up to the line. So our goal was to shoot 80% last night, and we came close. But, again, it's just one of those areas that if we'd done a better job before, we would have been in a different position today. And I think that's something that they've learned and matured a little bit that they need to take more pride in.
What's your biggest concern with Tulane?
Transition. They're very good in transition, extremely athletic in Snow and Grayson, and great shooter in Blag. And very well coached. They do a great job and have a lot of respect for their staff and always their preparations at the highest level. So it makes us better as a program to have the opportunity to play against someone like Tulane.
Coach, how nice is it that you get to play? You played last night at home, and you get to play again on Sunday, and then hopefully if we keep winning, that you'll have maybe more games. How cool is it just to play at home in front of the home fans and things of that nature?
Well, we appreciate the support during spring break and the crowd that we had come out last night, and our alumni band was phenomenal. I think that's an area of improvement. We've got to play better at home. Being at home doesn't give you anything. Our home record this year wasn't pleasing in my eyes as far as what we did in Big 12 play. So the opportunity to stay at home and win and improve that area, not take anything for granted just because you're at home, but use that to your advantage. Use your crowd. Use the fact you're sleeping in your own bed. Use the fact you're in your own routine. With that comes maturity, and we need to learn how to handle that better. And I was pleased against Eastern Illinois, and we'll see how we handle the Sunday game.
Is there any, extra emotion playing against the school that you started off coaching at? What's that like?
It just holds a very, very special place in my heart. They gave me my first opportunity in my home state, and it was an absolutely incredible experience. I was 23 and 24 years old, and I think we were 6 and 20 and 8 24. I can't tell you anything. I will always remember that because I learned so much, and so many neat people, and they love women's basketball and girls basketball in that part of the state. So it holds a special place in my heart.
I know before you got here, Tulane was here after Katrina
Yes.
and the aftermath of that. Is there sort of a bond at this point now between the two programs or anything like that? I know it was before you were here, so I'm not sure you can speak to it, but
just what I can speak to it is how much that Coach Sharp and our senior women's administrator Judy Henry thinks and respects Lisa Stockton and our program, and just from hearing Lisa and her staff talk about how this community embraced the Tulane family during a very difficult time, is absolutely does make it a special bond, and I think it shows what West Texas is about and how much we care, and hopefully we'll never have to anyone be faced with that situation again. But certainly was a neat time. You turned it into the most positive you could, and I think the community here embraced them, our athletic department, the people, and obviously they enjoyed their time here. So neat.